Hey yo everyone, this is a Happy Anime Cafe Manager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku 2. Anyway, it's almost midnight and I should be in bed already, just getting ready for work tomorrow. Or the following morning, I mean. So anyway, Gohan is saying, what in the world are those? They look like turtle shells. My guess is that they're eggshells of some kind. Wait a second, maybe whatever came out of the eggshell made a hole in that dome. Hey guys, I just checked the computer and I figured out when the capsule landed here. It was 4 years ago. That just might explain a few things. It means that by the time I battled Frieza 3 years ago, whoever used this time machine had already been here for a year. Is it possible that he's the one who changed history? There can't be any other explanation. Maybe whatever it was is still nearby. Let's look for it. You guys could go ahead and look around. I'll just make sure this time capsule doesn't go anywhere. Well, thanks a lot, Bulma. You're as useful as an empty glass of water in the desert. I mean, an empty glass in the desert. Yeah, that line came out all wrong. Alright, since Gohan is about a level higher than Trunks, I should play as him for a while. I mean, I just unlocked him. Arm itches so bad. Oh yeah, I felt. You know how I was saying that? Why do what kind of food does Piccolo eat? Like I'm wondering what his favorite food is. Well, I found out later on is that Namekians don't eat; they just drink water. Oh man, those are some strong rockets. Yeah, I would think I'd be in a strong enough level. Destroyer. This giant robot bears the insignia of the Red Ribbon Army. Scanning indicates this robot was designed for military purposes. The thick how is that pronounced? Garamantium armor on this robot makes it invulnerable to most conventional attacks. It's not so tough. That thing is disgusting. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It looks like whatever it is crawled off after it shed its skin. Do you think it's some sort of giant cicada? This might be what hatched out of that eggshell. What if that thing is still around here? I can't imagine anything more revolting. Listen, guys, I'm leaving. We should really head back to Roshi's Island. If the androids attack there, they might need our help. For the last 4 years, I have felt a terrible disturbance taking shape on the earth below. What a great evil, but it wasn't the androids that I sensed. There is another threat. A vile creature which I'm afraid will prove to be 100 times more lethal and cunning than even the androids. What are you talking about? Explain yourself right now. Hey Krillin, come look at what's on TV. Coming to you live from Gingertown. To recap the situation, all activity in the West City suburb of Gingertown came to a screeching halt this morning when the entire population mysteriously vanished into thin air. All of the 15,000 residents have suddenly disappeared. Piles of garments lay scattered throughout the city. It's as though these people were sucked right out of their clothes. There are also indications that these people may have been trying to defend themselves against someone or something. This is terrible. Those androids must be behind this. I doubt it was the androids, Krillin. I have a feeling this has something to do with some sort of strange creature we found evidence of. You old fool. You like keeping me in suspense, don't you? Why don't you tell me what is going on down there? It's awful. It's even worse than I feared. Look, old man, I have no intention of asking you again. I need to know what's happening on Earth. Yes, but telling you is pointless now. What? Why? Because when you and I become one, you will know for yourself. So you finally came to your senses. I was beginning to wonder how long it would take. Our union will make you more powerful, Piccolo, and you will obtain my vast knowledge. I hope you will use these new powers wisely. No, Kami, no! There is nothing to worry about, Popo. Piccolo has changed. The evil that once filled his entire being has greatly diminished. And when we unite, I trust he will use our combined powers in service of good. I thank you all for all you've done for me, Popo. Goodbye, Kami. I'll miss you. Please be careful. Piccolo has achieved level 27. Piccolo now has a super dynamic form. Piccolo can now use scatter shots. No longer am I Kami or Piccolo. I am the Namek who has long since forgotten his name. I must go. Even the news reporter. Now that I've gotten all of this vermin out of the way, you're next, Piccolo. What did you say? What's the matter? You seem afraid, Piccolo. No, far from it. Now tell me, how do you know my name? Oh, one might say that we're brothers. Ha 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 ha. Who are you? My secrets will not be unlocked so easily. I'll still destroy you, whoever you are. Such a fighting spirit. I will enjoy absorbing you, Piccolo. You keep using that name. Piccolo is gone. You could call me the Namek. And as for you, well, you're history. I'm impressed, Namek. Your power is astounding. You will make a most satisfying meal. Don't count on it. Cell. This being resembles no known species of animal or any known type of technology. Analysis of the cellular structure of this being reveals evidence of artificial genetic engineering. Extraterrestrial origin may be possible. The body of this creature is covered in a thick carapace. The calcareous exoskeleton of this being is unusually hardy and is possibly resistant to most forms of attack, including the gunfire and explosives. The scorpion-like tail of his creature absorbs life energy. Approach with extreme caution. So it can absorb health. So don't let that tail touch you. Now, who are you? What kind of twisted mind would think to send you here in a time machine? Huh? I came here of my own accord. You seem to know much, Piccolo, but you have a lot to learn. Kamehameha. It can't be. The Kamehameha wave is Goku's attack. Ha! Sorry, my throat is sore. It's so late that my roommates are sleeping. Also, wore out my throat counting the materials of my customers' plastic at work. I got you now. Resistance is useless. In no time at all, your energy will be mine. Face it, Piccolo, time's up. Without your arm, you are no match for me. You're right, I can't fight without my arm. I have no choice but to surrender. You finally realize the futility of your efforts, but don't feel bad, Piccolo. You'll soon be part of something far greater than you realize. What do you mean? You will be absorbed into perfection. Alright, but before I submit to you, I ask that you honor my final request. Tell me, who are you, and why do you sense Goku's energy in you? In Frieza's and Vegeta's. Very well, my name is Cell. I am an android created by the great Dr. Gero. In his effort to create a supreme fighting organism, Dr. Gero devised a means by which he could fuse the cells of the world's greatest fighters into one and then cultivate that cell into a single entity. Unfortunately for the good doctor, he realized this project was far too complex to be completed in his lifetime, so he programmed his computer to finish the enormous task which he had begun. Many of the greatest warriors had cells collected by Dr. Gero's tracking devices. As we speak, Dr. Gero's computer has already gathered the cells that it needs for my completion back at the lab. You're wrong. We destroyed Dr. Giroux's lab and all of his equipment. Luckily, the computer was hidden in a bunker deep below Giroux's lab. Now, enough chit-chat. Wait, one more question. Why are you here? Why did you come to visit this time? I suppose I can answer this last one. It's quite simple, really. I do not realize my full power from the energy of humans alone. I am looking for a very specific source of energy. I require the energy of androids 17 and 18. You see, even the powers of Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza pale in comparison to that of the androids. It is for this reason that I must obtain this strength for myself. Unfortunately, in my time period, androids 17 and 18 have somehow been destroyed by Trunks. Luckily, I discovered that Trunks possessed a time machine which I decided to borrow for myself. I dispensed with Trunks quite easily. But in order to fit into the time machine, I was forced to regress to my larval state. After traveling in the past, I had to wait until I could regain my fighting shape. I burrowed under the ground, and for the last 4 years I've been lying in wait, gestating into the form you see today. And now once I absorb these androids, I will become the most powerful being who has ever lived. But what for? You were already the most powerful being in your own time. This is true, but I need android 17 and 18 in order to be complete. It was what I was programmed to do. Of course, it could be that just the DNA of Frieza and Vegeta coursing through my body, causing me to thirst for more power. Now are we done talking? Yes, I'm ready. You've said more than enough. I just needed a little time. You tricked me! That's right, I'm afraid you haven't even come close to seeing the depths of my abilities. Don't think I won't pay you back for taking my arm. Maybe I'll take yours. We're not too late. Look at that creature's skin. It must be the thing that came out of the capsule. Trunks is here. Stupid boy. As if being killed by me in his own timeline wasn't enough. Huh? What's going on? I'll explain that soon, right after I destroy that thing. You think you could defeat me? Don't flatter yourself. Ha! You're outnumbered and outmatched. Especially if your puny Kamehameha technique is the best that you could do. You all must feel honored. Soon you will be part of the perfect being. But I have no other business to attend to, so you'll have to be patient. I'll absorb you later. I sense enormous power levels in this region. Who are you? You can't be Piccolo. There's no way the real Piccolo could have such incredible fighting power. You're right, Vegeta. I fused with Kami. Fused with Kami? Hey, I got here as soon as I could. Hey, Piccolo, Kami, or what do I call you? You could call me Piccolo. We have two choices. We can either track down and destroy Cell or find Android 17 and 18. This monster wants to absorb the android so it can become more powerful. What's going on? What is that thing? I'll explain everything to you, and when we have to go back to Dr. Giroux's lab, I'm on it. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, to be continued, baby.